Hi everyone, happy Thursday. It is July 27th, 2023, and this is the Q&A session for the Halloween SAL 2023. I know I was just here yesterday, but I really wanted to give the Sleigh Ride SAL its due without releasing the Halloween SAL and having a ton of questions in the stitch with me that was meant for Christmas, especially if there were those who aren't interested in Halloween. So that is why we delayed a day for release, and I'm so happy that so many of you are excited. I know it is a stitch that some of you may have already stitched, because I picked something that I like that's been out in the world, but I'm really, really excited to stitch along with everyone. Hello! Yes, oh, Deborah says she bought the chart last year. Yay! Hello, Mrs. Darcy. Missed you last night. I normally see if you're there or not. I'm not crazy, am I? I hope not. I hope I didn't just miss you. Hello, everybody. Sleepless for way too long. Did anybody else run to order everything? Yay. Yes. I want to talk a little bit about the supplies for the SAL. This is your opportunity. If you have questions about anything, let me know. I will answer them. I'm going to shut my door. I'm so sorry. We got Squeaky Toy Dog. So, if you have questions, let me know. That is what this is for. I am so grateful to Chantal. We've been working for weeks for what we wanted to do for the design board for this, and I really wanted to do something that looked like a sign. I mean, Halloween's the perfect time to go big, right? Go big and wild and crazy. And just an FYI that it is an interchangeable sign, so you can more than likely, wink wink, switch it out with other signs in the future. So let me know if you're having any trouble finding anything, and I will do my best to help you. I am going to scoot over here really quick. The kit, we didn't really know how many kits to have for the SAL. And that is because, it is a chart that's been out for a little bit. So Chantal said, hey, I'll do a few kits. We didn't know that they would sell so fast, that so many would be interested in them. But you're only going to not get the chart and floss pack. So if you already have either one of those, that's great, or you can always grab the chart. Fat Quarter Shop was so wonderful to get that in for me. I contacted them a few weeks ago and they were wonderful. They said, oh yes, we'll order some. So they have a lot of charts. So you should be able to get a chart from Fat Quarter Shop. I did pop the link for the stand from Chantal. That is, those are made to order. So you can definitely pick one of those up. Please use code Nichol, it's my name, to save 10%. And you will also get the awesome floss organizer, that floss style that has the little witch hat on it. And in case you didn't get a chance to see it earlier, let me pop that in here because I have that. Oh, well, where did it go? Well, there is the hanging sign. Of course, my floss organizer picture, not on here. I love when I plan things and it doesn't happen. Let's put this is the finishing board. So this is what I envisioned for the Silver Creek Samplers Flying Lesson SAL. And so here, I'll come back to me and then I'll grab the picture of that floss style. This is what I picked, and I thought, doesn't it look like a sign. And so that is kind of the direction that Chantal and I went. Do you know the thread colors for the purple stitch? I don't. That was actually found very late. My friend happened to be in the store that has that. And so that is not something I have access to. However, if you call Cecilia's Sampler in Branson, Missouri, I bet they can tell you exactly what it is because somebody there sample stitched it. So I did pop that number in the Facebook group, but give them a call and I'm sure they can tell you exactly what floss colors they used for that. But no, I don't. So you might want to check that. I'm sure they can tell you really, really quick. Let's see. Oh, no, we're not starting stitching tonight, Cam Happy, or anything like that. This is just a Q&A. So here is what we're stitching. I should have probably started with that. So sorry. Tanya, I could never get a video to go live. I have too many dogs. That's so funny. Nadine, the design board is amazing. And I just think it's the perfect finish for this. Now, I will share too, I have some inspiration for finishing, and the reason I'm going to share that with you guys tonight is, you know, that stuff sells out in the stores. So just as you're out and about, be looking at Halloween decorations and how you might want to decorate the finish. All right, let me scroll. Let me see if I have any information. What was the actual fabric that was called for on the pattern? Stephanie says it is Hazelwood by Fiber On A Whim. That is what I'm using. That's the fabric. Let me switch around here to my camera. I need to get that floss style picture still too. So the actual fabric called for in the pattern is 18 count Hazelwood. So I want to talk a little bit about the fabric and size. And then let me move my floss. It does have some modeling to it. And it does come in all the sizes. So it was stitched originally on 18 count Aida, which would be the equivalent of 36 count. That's just a little too small for the sign finish that I wanted. So I went kind of middle of the road and I'm doing 32 count, which would be the equivalent of a 16 count Aida, if that helps at all. The board will also accommodate, of course it'll accommodate 18 or 36, but it will also accommodate 14 or 28. Just know that it's going to go quite a bit further out. So let me pull up that photo really quick. It is going to go, those score lines around the board, if you stitch 28 or 14, it's going to go pretty much side to side, but that's going to leave you nice, cute area to decorate up high and maybe down low. So like maybe instead of rickrack or cording all the way around, you would do a little bit up at the top and a little at the bottom. 32 count is going to give you room probably to do a layer of fabric back behind. Okay. Can you show us the cross stitch pattern? Yes, I have, and I will show you again. This is the pattern. Let's see. Tiffany, I am not the seller of the board. And at this time, I do not believe she ships out of the US. But you can always give her an email to double check. Let me see. What color do you think you'll paint it? Kara says. Okay, so that's something else I want to talk about when I do the finishing tutorial. That's a great, great question. It is a pricier item because it's a big item, and it's priced based on how much wood it takes to cut. Obviously, because she does use maple, she uses wood, not MDF. So that's why it's a little pricier, because it's big, and that's why we have the plans of making the sign interchangeable. So if you want to, you can paint your signpost, you know, a basic color, and then be able to swap out your signs and make it look great. I am actually going to show two ways. I am going to do the Halloween way. Mine's going to be black, more than likely, or it's going to be a very dark stain with black accents. That is not going to be something that I'm necessarily going to want to, use for other occasions. So I will be showing it that way, and then I'm going to show it stained, where you're going to really see the more of the detail of the wood and how it would be interchangeable for many more seasons. So I will show both ways. Oh no, Leanne. Let's see. I think, Stephanie, I answered that question. It's hazel. The actual color of fabric used in the pattern is Hazelwood by Fiber On A Whim. Oh, yes, Cynthia. It was just announced today, so we have a couple weeks to get all of our supplies and things before we dive into stitching. This is just kind of Q&A, and I'm able to answer, hopefully, any of you guys' questions. Let's see, I ordered my design board, and that floss holder is super cute. Yes, I still need to go grab that. Let me check and see if I've missed. They have cute Halloween and fall decorated picks at Hobby Lobby. Yes. Now, I do want to remind everybody, Hobby Lobby will not have Halloween. They will have fall. Halloween, you're going to need to go to Michael's or Joann, and that is going, or Target or Walmart. You're going to be able to find some cute accessories there, and I'll show you mine here in just a minute. And yes, if the called for fabric is out of stock, it is a basic brown, really. I mean, a neutral. It's a basic brownish neutral. Any brownish neutral, I think this is better than the overhead view tonight, or maybe it's just me. Any basic neutral is going to work. And especially if you don't like something with a lot of modeling, pick something that doesn't have as much, just a nice neutral. Or I'll show you the inspiration piece because several have asked about it. Or not inspiration piece, alternative colorway. My friend Lori saw this piece at Cecilia's Sampler in Branson, Missouri, and it was stitched on a piece of Fabrics by Stephanie. I think it's called, I don't know what the name, I typed it in the Facebook group. I don't know how to pronounce it. It is not currently in stock. So if you would want that and you'd want to order it from her, I think she said it's 4 weeks out. But Shari, who is a moderator, and if paper crafters know who Shari is, but she's a moderator in our stitching group on Facebook. She found a fabric that is by Picture This Plus. It's called Jazz, and it comes in lots of sizes, and it looks very similar. And I did add links to that. So if you want to go more cute, or if purple is your jam, this purple stitching looks amazing on this. I mean, I literally almost changed, but I'd already got all the stuff. I mean, we've been planning this for a while by the time this photo came in, and it was just too late to make a switch over. And I kind of like the rusty kind of Halloween look, but this inspiration is beautiful. So take that, run with it. If you love, this colorway better, this is an absolutely fantastic option. Yes, Mrs. Darcy said that board would be cute for Christmas. Absolutely. That's exactly what we were thinking. Oh, Santa's workshop sign. Wouldn't that be darling? Question from Shireen. Kit sold out. Fabric on order and pattern in cart, but how can I get the floss pack with your floss color picks? You would not be able to. I won't have a floss pack for this. You would just need to pick up the floss that you want to use for this. Let me see. Sue, sign up to be notified at Fat Quarter Shop for restock. That's the best I can tell you. You can check other places if you can, or use any fabric you want. I can't always guarantee like all of the supplies will be in stock, because I know a lot of people really like certain fabrics and certain designers of fabrics, and so that's a very personal choice. So definitely you might look around and see what else. Hello from Facebook. And oh, that reminds me so much. If you're commenting from Facebook, that's fantastic. However, because it's a private group, it doesn't show your name. So let me know if you want me to shout you out. When you write your comment, write who it is. It's just a thing because it's a private group, and it's just a safety thing. Let's see. So it doesn't show me here on YouTube because I'm reading the comments from YouTube and not on Facebook. But it does pop up that it is a Facebook comment. I wanted to make sure I said that. If you can't find the fabric, Etsy is Mrs. Darcy said if you can't find the fabric and you really want it, Etsy is a great place to look. Thank you, Mrs. Darcy. Let's see. Oh, mini lights around the sign pole would be super cute, Michelle. I love that. Yes, so many love the purple floss. Nicole, will there be any optional companion pieces? Holly is asking. Not this time. This is a really busy time of the year for me. And so I knocked around that thought quite a lot, but I have some other things planned for later this year. And I decided to just concentrate only on this. So no companion pieces for this SAL. Love the purple. Oh my goodness, I bought this pattern some months ago and love Silver Creek Patterns. Was next in line, but we'll get back in timeout until your SAL begins. Love the display stand. Crafty Toad said. Yes. So good. No, Lori, I'm glad you mixed it up. I'm glad that you shared it because it is so pretty. Christine says she's going to use orange. My friend Karen says she's going to do that too. So yay, Christine. Mindy, the full kit is sold out. It sold out really, really fast. Let's see, but you can, okay, so the kit, the only thing that you won't get by ordering the stand from Chantal is the pattern and the floss. So you can grab the pattern from your local needlework shop, from Fat Quarter Shop, or wherever you like to shop for your patterns. And then you can just grab your DMC from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever you like to shop. Donna got her fabric at 123 Stitch. That's good to know. A Facebook user, sorry, I don't know who's saying this, got fabric from Etsy. Sleepless for way too long. I just realized that I ordered the fabric on 36. Would it be too small? It's going to be small. So I will tell you, I ordered 36 originally as well, because that's what I wanted to stitch on. I think for the sign, you might be disappointed because the sign is going to be quite a bit bigger. Now, if you want to just mat it on a couple different fabrics, like with press on board, I think it would be really, really awesome. But it's just a personal preference. So I kind of went middle of the road, like, because 36 really is my favorite stitch count, but a lot of times for decor pieces, I just like it to be a little bit like a stand-up decor piece. I want it to be a little bit more bold, so I went with 32. Vanessa got her fabric from Etsy. Thank you. Teresa says she thinks 123 Stitch still has the called for fabric in stock. Good. Renee, I'm glad you got it. Barbara says, I snagged the buttons at L&S today for the purple color wave at 50% off. They were going fast. Oh my goodness. Yay. Does the pattern tell you how much floss you need? I am new here, so I am a tad confused. It does not say you need more of one skein for any of the colors. Oh my gosh, Cynthia, I love that. She says the Tim Holtz purple Halloween lights would look perfect. Trisha also says 16 count Hazelwood is in stock right now at 123 Stitch. I would love to know how you go about choosing your SAL charts. You always do an amazing job. Thank you. And thank you for all you do. Thank you, Lily. There is no huge secret. I will tell you I agonize just a little bit because I always worry, which I told Chantal that this morning or at noon when it went live. But I pick something I want to stitch. I think of it, my mom gave me this advice a long time ago, like when giving gifts to people. She said, you know, kind of give something that you would like yourself. Think of it a little bit that way, because I don't remember her reasoning exactly, but I've kind of always followed that. And it's always generally worked out really, really well. So I pick something I actually want to stitch. Normally it's something on my, list of possibilities. And I've had this chart and I actually had it kitted up completely in DMC for a year. I bought this. I think I showed it in one of my first Flosstubes. Very, very excited about it. I'm sorry, this reflection's driving me crazy. Really excited about it. And so when I was contemplating this, and I had a couple of different choices, and I called Chantal and we kind of talked it through because I had a different idea and a different finishing piece that I think she's actually going to do the finishing piece because it's pretty versatile for lots of Halloween things, which is exciting. But we ultimately, you know, I kind of said, I think I want to do this chart. What do you think? And she's like, yes. And then she sent me a picture. And so it's really interesting where we started to where we got to, because the original sign and everything was a little bit different. It had a lot more stuff on it. It had like a wood crow, and I feel like maybe a wood broom up one side or something. And we kind of removed things, simplified it. Her husband got involved and helped resize everything. And so that's kind of the process, but I always start with something I actually want to stitch, because I feel that is the most genuine and I will want to do it. I will want to be here. I will want to stitch. And I'm always just grateful so many of you want to join in with me. Oh, Viola, my knee is great. Thank you so much for asking. Eva, a subtle greenish fabric would look good with the purple. I love that. That's a great idea. So glad to catch a live. Thank you, Jennifer. Just ordered the okay, another one just ordered from 123 Stitch. I would suggest probably running and grabbing the fabric if that's the fabric that you want. Don't feel like you have to. Please remember, I'm low stress, low key. You stitch on what you like to stitch on, but I'm afraid it will probably sell out. Oh, thank you, Consuela. That's so nice of you. Yes, it will be pretty. Sleeveless for way too long. I'm going to tell you something funny. When I decided I wanted to do the 32 count instead of the 36, which I have, I said to Chantal, and I think I even told Lori maybe, I was like, I'll stitch something else on it because I really, really like it. So I'm thinking about stitching some other fallish and Halloween type things on that fabric because I do love it. Oh, Kara, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Sue, the kit was available at 141. The kit is no longer available, but the finishing board is, and those are made to order. They are available at all times. Please use my name, Nichol, to save 10%. It is only for the length of the SAL though. So only now till our SAL is over. So we have some time, but once the SAL is over, it will go back to full price. But definitely pick up the finishing board, and there's no rush. Like I said, they are made to order, and they are working on them. I know that. Tango Sue, I don't know how a SAL works. Can I go somewhere to learn? I love the pattern you picked. A SAL is simply a stitch along. It is my SALs, and I think most SALs, are very low key, meaning we start at a certain point, and I have listed in the schedule down below how that all is. In fact, I didn't pop up the schedule here for you guys, of course. I mean, that would have been way too smart. I don't want to tell you wrong. I have a lot of dates in my head at the moment. And I don't want to be... I think I said it's going to start the 16th, if that's a Wednesday. And then I will explain the SAL. Oh my gosh. My dogs are going to drive me crazy. Okay, scroll too far. Yes, okay, August 16th is our start date. So from now until August 16th, we're gathering supplies. We're going to gather our floss. We're going to gather our pattern, our fabric. You don't need the finishing piece yet. If you want to hold off on ordering that, you can wait to see. You can wait till after the SAL is done and see the finishing tutorial, which will be the final week of the SAL, to see if it's something you want to do, and then order it then. But the goal is to stitch along a little bit of the chart each week. So I've broken the chart down into manageable pieces. I hope. That is always my goal. Let's see. Really quick, a Facebook user is asking, will I stitch on 14? Will that be the right size for the hanging sign? Yes, but please know that the stitch is going to go to, let me put it back on the screen. It's going to go side to side. So those score lines, I have it up on the screen right now. So see the score lines on the two long sides of the sign. It's going to pretty much go to those sides for this. It looks cute. Chantal mocked it up. We discussed this quite a lot before putting it out there because we wanted to make sure that it was something usable for 14 count Aida stitchers. So yes, it will. I think you might want to play around with placement of backing and embellishments, but other than that, absolutely it is going to work. Okay, so for the week 1 of the SAL, let me go back to what I was going to do. Oh, let's click the right button. So, and I see somebody's asking about the chart anyway, so here I'm going to show it again. This is the Silver Creek Samplers Flying Lesson. Week 1, which is going to be August 16th. It's a Wednesday. We're going to do a stitch with me. That's how I do my SALs. Some SALs are very different. There's no video or anything, but we like to get together. We like to chat. We like to enable each other and all stitchy and crafty things. And we just it's kind of an encouragement for all, including me, to keep on working and plugging away at the chart. So I think I have, for week 1 that we are going, I tried to break it down because it's a little lighter down here. It's a lot of text. You know what I mean? We're going to work on the first half of the broomstick, the moon, which is a lot of stitching, and I believe dusk to dawn is what I have slated for week 1. Week 2, I believe, is like the witch hat and the bats and the stars. Week 3, fly by night, and maybe the rest of the broom. You can all save that for the next week. But I think that's kind of what I have charted for 3. Or maybe yeah. And then I think week 4 is Aviation Institute, established 1692, and then some stars down here. Now, I do want to mention that if you choose to use the called for, oh, my pattern's a little dinged up. If you choose to stitch the called for yellow, I feel like it washes out a little bit. You might want to pick a brighter yellow. But you'll just have to check it on your fabric and see what you think. Okay. I hope that answered that. So we're just going to stitch along each week. And with my SALs, I stitch it from start to finish, and then I share a finishing tutorial. That's just kind of something I like to do, and it kind of bookends it really nicely. It's just inspiration. If you want to frame yours, that's awesome. If you want to turn it into a pillow, that's awesome. Or if you want to finish it on a different piece, that is great too. I love the inspiration. Please join our Facebook group if you haven't already. There is a link down in the description, I think. I'll check that. Join our Facebook group. You always get to see lots of great stuff. I will say I do giveaways weekly during the SAL, and you do have to be a member of Facebook in order to participate in those. Sandy, I love our Wednesday night get-togethers too. Are you going to use gold for the stars? Michelle said. I am not. I'm not a huge fan of gold floss. Chantal said she thinks she might. So I'll get back to you on that, or let her say if she's going to do that. She had a live tonight where she was going to jump in here with me. So that was that. Okay, I want to share some inspiration that I found at Michael's. Everything here is from Michael's, and I want you to imagine the sign and embellishing it. You know what? Let me grab that photo of that floss keeper for some reason. Let me see if that's gonna, oh, there we go. Okay, so it should be on the screen now. I hope so. This is the gift with purchase. If you order the finishing piece from Chantal, you can put your floss in here, and it's just super fun. You can use it for your Halloween stitching afterwards, for other charts and things like that if you want. But it was just something fun that she designed to coordinate with our SAL. Now, once the SAL is over, once the SAL is over, if you purchase the hanging signpost, you're not going to get this. This is only for the duration of the SAL, and only if you use code Nichol when ordering. So I did want to mention that. Okay, Oh, whoops. Hi, I'm back. Question, what was the inspiration piece that started the board process? I don't have a picture of it. Chantal has a picture of it. Or do you mean my original inspiration piece? We'll just I can't say because she's working on something to come to the shop. We were just talking about Halloween ideas, but she ended up, we kind of said, oh, wouldn't a sign be cute? Doesn't it look like a sign for a witch's broom shop or whatever, you know what I mean? Or obviously for flying lessons. And she found a cut file wherever she gets them, but she always alters things to make them her own and make them really work for whatever it is. But we really worked hard to make it basic enough that if you want to stitch something else to go on there, you can. If you have another idea for a fall chart, there might be something that I'm working on. It's not going to be a SAL. It's just going to be inspiration. If you have a fall chart you want to put on there, because it's just a very cute sign that I think will work for a lot of things. Christmas, you dress it up with red and white and bows, and it would be a darling. Somebody said like a bakery or Santa's workshop earlier. Wouldn't it be cute? So just that was kind of the inspiration, and then we built on it from there, and we simplified it from there to make it more basic and more versatile so that more things could be used on it than just this one thing. Okay, now I'm going to really show you my inspiration. So the first thing I want to show, because it is about 21 inches tall, I found this cauldron at Michael's, and since it's a witch flying lesson shop, I felt the cauldron was cute. So I wanted to share this. These were 40% off. So it's $19.99. No, it's not. That's Canada. It's $14.99. Well, if you are in Canada, it's $19.99. US, it's $14.99, but it's 40% off. So I thought this down near the base of the sign, you could put some pumpkins in it or whatever, would be really cute. Mrs. Darcy and Donna, thank you for the super stickers and super chats. Thank you. That's so nice. The next thing, I think I mentioned earlier in the original inspiration for the signpost, it had a wood crow on top, and I was like, no, I don't want the crow. I don't want the crow sitting on the bar that hangs over the top of the sign. If we're going to do a crow, we're going to do like a crow, one of these guys. You can get them on Amazon too, but I found these at Michael's when I ran in Saturday with my son. He was delighted. Actually, it was my oldest son, and he was a good sport. But I got these because I think this could be like glued, or it comes with wire. You could just set it on there if you want to reuse it. So the crow sitting on the signpost would be cute. They also have some littler guys, and these were $9.99, 40% off, and these were also $9.99, 40% off. So that's just a little inspiration for that. Let's see, Lisa says, I love that you are building in other uses. I'm glad you mentioned it. Yes, my goal pretty much with anything that I do with Chantal is to find other uses for the things that she custom makes for the SALs, because I like to build on that or be able to use it for other things. I don't gravitate towards the really personalized stuff most of the time. Some of it is super cute, and yes, I love it. But I do love the nice basics that can be used for many, many things. Oh, mini advent calendars, Michelle, what a cute idea. Oh, I love that. Really like the idea of changing the green to purple. Kara said yes. Okay, so here are some other things. Depending on room, I don't know if these will work. I actually used these on a tombstone I made last year, but they have them again this year. Witch hats. Obviously one is purpley, but they're pretty witch hats. You know what I mean? These are cute little picks. They could be used to decorate different things, maybe even used to decorate the top of your sign, depending on, how the finish goes. But I picked these up as inspiration. These are $8.99 each, 40% off. In addition, I guess I should show them with this, because when I picked this stuff up, Brendan was like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, but look how cute it all looks together. So I kind of picked like little trios of things, even if you want to decorate around the finish with things. So they have like these little beaded whatchamacallits. This was $3.99. Just know all of it was 40% off. And this was $2.99. These feathers I really liked. So this was the black colorway. Like, probably would match my stitch better. But then I was super inspired and I was like, well, the purple one's awfully cute. So I picked up like all of these different purpley ones. Aren't these pretty? So they had like a purple feather and these. And these were all like $2.99. The hats are more. They're $8.99. But these are all more like, well, this one's $5.99. They're different prices depending, I think, on how much there is. And I thought these were kind of cute. So just a little inspo for everybody. They also had, and I thought this would be cute, leaned up next to the signpost, this broom. It's a grapevine broom. It's black. It was $14.99, but I think, you know, wrap some ribbon around it or something. Adding to cart for pickup, Lisa said. That's funny. Now I'm going to need to run to Michael's. It will take me a few days. Leave a few things, Lori says. Sleepless for way too long. Note to self, go to Michael's. Question from Sue. If we buy the entire signpost now, will just the display board portion be available for purchase by itself? Yes, Sue, it sure will. It just won't be available right now. But yes, we talked today and in the future, it absolutely will. So if you want to swap out with other signs for fall or Thanksgiving, yes. The last thing, and I know this is really basic and doesn't seem that fun, but this stuff is awesome. I love that it's kind of that grassy looking stuff, but it's not messy because it's plastic. It sticks together really bad, but I bought bunches of these because I think they're cute, like around the base. If you want to tuck it around the cauldron or around pumpkins, however you want to do that. So this was just my last little bit of inspiration. I'm not going to show you the fall stuff I bought because it doesn't go with this, but the fall stuff is awesome. So yeah, I picked that up too. So I hope that you guys, I'm trying to see, it's called Black Standing Broom Grapevine. I thought the broom was super cute. I couldn't find a broom anywhere. I really thought, wouldn't a little broom be cute? We've talked about maybe doing a wood broom that we could paint up to put next to it too. But this little broom I thought was really cute. It's the flying lessons for the Aviation Institute. So anyway, okay. Lori, I know. I can't believe you're so excited. You're not my Halloween girl. Debbie says headed to Michael's in the morning. And I will tell you, the gala at the Michael's here on this side of town, I don't go to the other one as often, but she told me that the Halloween and fall stuff is flying off the shelves. And my oldest son was with me. He was pushing the cart. He was a good sport. And he was like, really? Because he was like, Mom, why are you buying all this stuff? And the gal told him, she was like, because it's not there when you actually want it. So I should be set for my Halloween finishing. The broom is my favorite, Cheryl said. Oh my gosh, Sleepless for Way Too Long says we could even put dry ice in the cauldron. You win extra points. That's such a cute idea. Yes. Donna says Tim Holtz has some cute baubles too. Just play around with Halloween goodness, which the Tim Holtz does remind me. I'm planning, because I've had a lot of requests for the haunted house finish that I did last year, and obviously I wasn't really finishing a lot of things. If I would do a video, it probably won't be exactly that house. I haven't decided yet, but I'm working. I bought a house. I'm working on figuring out what I want to do to finish, but I will show the finish. So if you want to do something similar, you can. Candace, all that fabric, can we see some quilts that you have made? Do you plan to do more quilt videos? Yes. And yes. A lot of Tim Holtz stuff would work great. Lisa says that cauldron is coming home with me. There's two sizes too, I should mention. This was the smaller of the two. At least at my store, there were two different sizes. So this one, let me tell you again, just in case. This one was the one that was $14.99. If that helps. Betty did her fall and Halloween shopping last week because she knew everything would be gone. Absolutely. I'm sure that the Target dollar spot will also get some stuff. I know it's early. I know we haven't even started stitching yet, but I thought I would just show you my inspiration because in my mind, I kind of had this idea. Obviously, I didn't know I'd find the cauldron or that cute broom, but I thought I want to share that with you guys. If you want to get something similar, if you're thinking or you ordered the sign today and you're like, yes, I'm all in, I want to do something like that, hopefully that inspires you and you're able to grab it. Is the cauldron ceramic? I don't know what this is made out of. It's not for food use. It kind of sounds like it, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it doesn't say. It might say online, but it doesn't say. Villainous potion. Yes. Lisa, you need to get a commission at Michael's. We're good. Yes, Donna has a great point. She says she's thinking of using fiber fill in the cauldron. Fill it with something. Styrofoam, if you don't mind styrofoam, you can cut some of those like floral styrofoam to put in here, and then you can like stick stuff, picks and whatever, or it can just take up the room in the bottom so that, you know, you're not having to fill it with tons and tons of stuff. Lisa, it is hard to get things as the season progresses. Is the sign stationary or does it swing? It swings. I should tell you too, I'm not sure if it comes with the sign. Oh man, let me see. Let me run over here. Chantal has ball chain from Hobby Lobby is what she got to hang it. It's darling, so it does swing, meaning you're going to easily be able to swap out signs. Let me run over here and see if she said. I think it might have just only been in the kit, so I don't want to say wrong. And I know that she is actually in a live right now for her, her retreat. I will ask and I will post that because that's a very good question. Thank you for asking. But if it doesn't, ball chain, just simple ball chain to hang it, or you can use something else. Oh gosh, let's see. Fill the cauldron with candy, Mrs. Darcy said. I love it. Lucille, thank you. That's a great point. She says the Dollar Tree has some really great fall stuff. Definitely check them out. I'm so sad. The one we had right here closed. And now is a liquor store or something? I don't know. But now I have to drive a long way to go to one, so I hardly ever go. But yes. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Nope, I answered that. Did I miss any questions earlier? I'm not going to scroll all the way back. But if I've missed your question, I apologize. Ask me again. I'll give a few more minutes to answer anything that you might have. Hi, Meredith. Oh no, the cauldron is the only thing available in your store, by the way. Or that's what she says where she's at. Huh. Yeah, a lot of things probably are in store only. Some things are online. I did notice Joann.com had some really cute things too. I just haven't been into my store to gauge, but they have a lot of stuff online, or they did. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm so glad. It's going to be fun. I'm really excited. So I am a Halloween fan. I love the decorating. I love all of the things. And Chantal had a great point. She said she feels like Halloween is the time where you can go big. And Christmas is too, of course. But like probably for Valentine's Day, you don't do quite the thing that you do for Halloween. And I was like, yes. So I decided to go big. Hi, Tracy. I will find out if the ball chain is included in just the board. I don't know if it is. I bet it wasn't. I think that was the kit only, but it's cheap. And you just grab that from Hobby Lobby, or probably Michael's has it as well. Cut it to length, and then you can hang your sign. I'm super excited. had meant to have it here today, but she had terrible storms and she couldn't overnight it to me yesterday because their power went out and they had tornado warnings. So I said, that's okay. We're good. We're going to go live anyway. I'll show it to you guys in Flosstube. I'm sure I'll show it to you guys, the finishing piece and everything when we start the SAL. So it's all good. We'll have to start over. Love this option. Tracy, did you already stitch this? I know a lot of you have stitched it or started. The sign is designed to swap out, Lucille. Oh, I'm glad, Rebecca. She said she's looking forward to it. Yes, and hardware stores sell the ball chain too. Absolutely love everything. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad you guys love it. It is a lot of work behind the scenes. Please give Chantal your love too online. She has worked tirelessly and at a time where she has a lot of stuff going on as well. And I felt bad even asking her, but she was like, no, we're going to do this. So very, very excited. Oh, I'm so glad round 3 design. That's so awesome. I'm glad you're loving stitching. Okay, I think if I've answered everybody's questions, I'll probably sign off. I'll give it a minute or two more. If you think of something later, please drop it here or over on Facebook. I'm trying to check those often, and I know Chantal was also over on Facebook trying to check things often as well and answer people's questions. But I'm excited to get started. Oh, you're actually working on Halloween Quaker. Oh, I love Halloween Quaker. That's really pretty. Ordered chart today and it's already shipped. Oh, wonderful. Well, that makes me happy. I love hearing that. And I also want to tell you guys, for everyone who shops Fat Quarter Shop, thank you. They were amazing. So originally when I ordered Flying Lesson a year, it's probably been a little over a year ago, I ordered it from them. They had it in stock. And when I decided I wanted to stitch this, I went and looked and they didn't have it anymore. And so I actually contacted them and my contact there asked Kimberly and Kimberly was like, yes, it's a cute chart. And they ordered a bunch and I am so grateful to them for doing that for me. So, and thank you guys for being patient because I wanted to make sure it was in stock and that you were able to buy it and find it. So we didn't have the thing. They were great in getting our Cherry Hill Stitchery sleigh ride back in stock too. But I didn't give them a heads up ahead of time. I thought, let's start the right way and have them do that. So, they're wonderful. Very, very grateful to them as well for everything that they've done. Oh, yay! I'm so glad you're inspired. Oh, Teresa got her sled in the mail today. That makes me so, so happy. And it is nice of Chantal to give the discount. I did not ask. The floss organizer, that was all her. The discount code was all her. She has gone above and beyond. So very, very grateful. Tracy, we're talking about the Halloween SAL. Did you miss out? If you just joined in, that's what we've been talking about. And there's a big post over on Facebook. There's a post here on YouTube and everything. Oh my gosh, Betty, look at you. You already got the broom and all your stuff ordered. That is efficient. Oh, Lucille, I'm glad you're excited. Oh, thank you guys so, so much. Okay, I think I'm going to hop off here and go feed my son. It's been a long day. I have a card making live tomorrow morning. I have dogs that are misbehaving. As always, I feel like that's just our evening routine. They're so good, usually in the mornings, but not at night. So I'm excited to get started. The Sleigh Ride SAL finishing tutorial will be next Wednesday. The ornament is going to be this weekend. I'm sorry. This week got away from me. I have something else fun that I'm sharing. It's paper crafting related, but it is fun for us stitchers. And it will be posted in the group tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Oh, nice. I'm going to mention this. Kara says she just ordered the chart and peridot fabric from Top Knot Stitcher. I love Top Knot Stitcher's shop, and Peridot fabric is going to look amazing, Kara. I cannot wait to see that. That is a great option. Oh, Tara, thank you for ordering from Fat Quarter Shop. That's wonderful. Oh no, Tracy goes, apparently, LOL. Yes, that is what we're talking about. Jump down into the description, check out links, rewind the video. You can rewind it even when I'm live, rewind it and fast forward to see what we've been talking about. Okay. Thank you guys. Sandy, it's not Lawn Fawn. It is not. So it's just something, in fact, it's exclusive. You'll only see it, only my Stitchers or Patreon is going to see it. Well, no, that's not entirely true. You'll see what I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm going to give a little sneak peek to my Patreon members tonight, but you'll see tomorrow. Okay, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Please reach out if you have any questions. Please give Chantal and Fat Quarter Shop great big thank yous for being so wonderful to get products and to have all of the work that goes back into this, or in order charts to have them in stock. And yes, somebody guessed. Yes, Sandy, I know. That's why I told you. You'll see here in a little bit. Thank you guys so much. I am very excited to get started. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Grab up your supplies. At least grab up your floss, and your pattern and some fabric. And remember, if you want to do a neutral fabric and Hazelwood's out of stock, any neutral fabric really is going to do. I'm going to do 32 count, which is the equivalent of 16 count Aida. So if you like stitching on that, that will look like my finish, but 14 count will also fit the finishing board. All right. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you guys later. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.